position, you're going to take the cable and then chop across. And then what I would normally do is make myself smaller so that way you can see yourself and kind of get your own thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So now that's locked into place. And so I can change the weight on my end. So right now it's 20 pounds. I can bump it up to, we'll say 25.
Yep.
And then you should. So the resistance is the same all the way through for the isometric and the eccentric, which is why it feels a little bit heavier than a normal weight stack because there's no give.
Right.
So it makes it a little bit easier to do power training. And then you'll see there too, if you give it one or two more pulls, you'll see the power output pop up on the screen.
Oh yeah.
So it'll tell you what your previous one was, and then it'll tell you what the current one is. So if we're doing power testing, and say I want you to do 5 reps within a range, if I see you getting below that range, I know, hey, you're out of gas, let's drop the weight, or let's change the exercise and take a break. So it's a little bit more efficient for power training when you can know what you're actually doing as far as blocks or reps. So that one's calling for a 1, so go same thing, you're gonna hold on to that arrow, drop it down to the 1 position. And we can get a little powerful here, so I don't know how warmed up you are, but we'll get kind of dynamic. I'll show you what that looks like. All it is you're gonna reach down, it's kind of like a lawnmower pull. So a little bit of a squat position, maybe half squat. You're gonna stand, pull, and rotate at the same time. And this one, you're gonna try to generate a little bit of power here and kind of see what it feels like. If the weight's too much, just let me know. I can change it, or you can change it.
Think the weight's fine?
Nice. And let's do this actually. Let's have you change it on the screen just to, play around with it. You can either press the arrows, or if you tap the number itself, you can change it.
Right on.
Kind of for increments. It goes all the way up to 100. Nice. Good stuff. And so what we'll do next is we'll get into a standing chop, but let's go ahead and do it with the other attachment. So use the rope.
Okay.
That way you can just play around with, changing the attachment.
There you go.
The data that you'll get from this, and then move it a little bit further outside just to see kind of the width of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that way if you're doing flies or something, you have a little bit more space to work with.
Right on.
A cable that's in your left hand, so you're going to be like lateral view. And then all you're going to do is hold on to the handle out nice and straight. You're going to lead with your left foot and then follow with your right, kind of keeping that core engaged. So you're just taking lateral steps to your left. Go maybe 2 to 3 steps. Yeah, you keep going, they go pretty far. Nice. And then same thing, kind of controlling it on the way back when you lead with your right foot. Core's engaged. Yeah, we'll go one more set of this.
How's that feel?
Good.
So, Josh, do most of your golf clients do this remotely, or do they all do it with you on the mirror?
So I would say the ideal system, or what most people like to do, is they do a live session with me through this kind of in real time, and we go through their program, their assessment, that sort of thing. And then from there, I can program custom specific programs and exercises for them to work on their own time.
Okay.
So they'll go out and maybe 10 minutes before a round, if they have this at a club or in their house, they'll do a little warm up that I program for them. Then we'll go hit balls and kind of be ready for it.
So our goal then is to figure out how to do the physical assessment with the pro screen, and then use that information from your side of things, and then provide the proper training protocols for that based on your physical limitations.
100%. And it makes it a little bit more efficient for the client than to be able to come in, not have to schedule with a coach and find the timing. They can do the assessment on their own through ProScreen, and then after that, then they have the program already built into the lift. So it kind of makes it, a little bit more efficient for them as far as their time goes, because it can kind of be on their clock.
Awesome. Ben, that was a pretty good workout. How did that feel?
Felt great.